America has really been in the midst of a mass incarceration boom where we are arresting and charging and convicting more people than ever. Many people that we work with are just categorically excluded from opportunities because they have a criminal history.
Since my conviction, my life has changed so much in so many ways, and it's all been really positive. I went to school, I got my AA, my BA, I've started nonprofits. When it comes up, it's like when I do apply for a job and I have to remind myself, oh, you do have this criminal history.
Getting the confidence to check that box, have you ever been convicted of a felony? That was hard for me to do.
So a minor in possession of alcohol, which is what I was eventually convicted for, really doesn't have a bearing on what I'm doing 8 years later, or I would think it wouldn't.
They're asked on applications to check a box, and once that box is checked, people are just simply tossed out.
The interview does a 180.
They would look into my record, and I would be forced to answer for some things that I unfortunately did when I was 19.
Well, the Second Chances Project is dedicated to the idea that all of those folks need to be reintegrated into our society to rebuild their lives, support their families, and become productive citizens. For too long, our laws have enabled and even approved of shutting people with criminal histories out.
I immediately called the ACLU.
And I asked for advice, and I said, look, this really isn't fair. This company said they were going to hire me. They said I was good enough to work for them. And at that point, I believe it had been 5 or 6 years since I had gone through the legal system and completed a program that vacated my record or charges were otherwise dropped.
We as a society need to make it easier for people to move on, and we need to make it easier for people to compete based not just on their criminal history, but on their qualifications. Sometimes it's helping them to vacate or seal their conviction history. Sometimes it's challenging unfair employment practices, which automatically exclude people. Sometimes it's helping people to navigate the really complicated systems we have for background checks to correct or update or challenge mistaken reporting of information.
The Second Chances program has helped me immensely in being able to really have some support and validate getting my sentence vacated.
I can go out there and actually apply for the jobs that I really want to seek.
People's futures shouldn't be defined entirely by their past mistakes. The ACLU's Second Chances Project really works to ensure that people have those chances. And when we do that, we give society a chance.